JFD, just fair and direct.
Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Anucauskas. Today's the 14th of January 2021. So yep, welcome everyone. Welcome to this Thursday's afternoon session where we're going to have a very quick look at the markets, a few of the charts, the usual stuff. But before we do that, as always, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Okay, so now then, also just before we jump into the charts, quick mentioning of our JFD YouTube channel, to which you can always subscribe to in order not to miss any of our upcoming videos, and of course our JFD Bank website, and specifically our JFD research page, which we also update on a daily basis. So yep, feel free to visit us here on jfdbank.com and click on the research tab right there on the top. So now then guys, jumping into the charts. Now the first one I want to pick up here is Euro Stocks 50, guys. Now I haven't looked at this one for quite a while, but in a way it's moving in a similar fashion as some other European indices. So basically this is just going to be a quick update to see where we are at with this index, with this with Euro stocks here. Now in a way we could start drawing some upside lines here, for example like this one taken from the low of the 21st of December. We can see that yes, the index continues to balance above it. Another positive sign here is the fact that we are also balancing above this the highest point of December, which is roughly around the 3,603 territory, approximately around here. Yep, we are also trading above this the December 18th high right here. Let me just put this one on the chart, which is around the 3,586 level. But that's a little bit of a less important for me. For me, the more important is the 3,600 territory right here, which continues to kind of provide a good support together with this little short-term upside line. So in a way, if it continues to trade here above this whole area, then yes, I'll aim for some higher levels, especially if the price pushes above the current highest point of January near the 3,658 territory. Let's round it up here a little bit. And then yes, this could open the door towards levels last seen in February, actually in the first half of February, and then we would take it from there, guys. But for now, we are at this interesting spot here, so let's see which way that's gonna work out. Will we actually get a nice rebound and a push higher and a break above this current highest point of January near the 3,658 zone? Well, or will we get a break of this upside line and then a drop below the 3,600 level? But of course, then keep your eyes on the 21-day EMA here, shown as the yellow line, which in a way also could provide a bit of support for you for the price. So be very cautious of that. Now jumping into Dow Jones Industrial Average, and of course the market is not open yet. We still have a few minutes left before the opening bell, but as you can see, yesterday, although it ended slightly in the red, it remained between these two levels here, the ones that I talked about this week, the 30,793 territory on the downside and the 31,193 on the upside, and that's currently the all-time high. So yep, for now guys, let's see how all this is going to play out, but we're stuck here in this little range, and we're waiting for the index to make a move, and then yep, to kind of exit this little, or should I say, to break through one of these. Oh, sorry guys, there we go. So waiting for a breakthrough one of those levels, basically, long story short. At the moment, the cash index is balancing around the 31,167 mark, not far from this level here, but can it actually overcome it? Can it go for another all-time high? Well, let's wait and see, guys. It's quite possible, but we cannot really kind of, let's say, get comfortable with that idea until we get the actual break here above the 31,193 level. Now jumping into gold. Gold is having a little bit of a recovery here. However, still looking at this daily chart, you can see that yes, the downside scenario is the main one to watch for now. So I'm gonna stick to this idea that my next target is the 1819 level here, which kind of continues to act as a nice area of support. Also coincides with the 200-day EMA here, shown as the black line. So yeah, for now, kind of, it's the same analysis that which I've mentioned this morning. I'm still kind of leaning a little bit more towards the downside here, especially if the price continues to trade below these two EMAs, the 21-day EMA and the 100-day EMA, shown as the yellow and green lines respectively. Now, WTI Oil, haven't looked at WTI Oil for quite well, since the beginning of this week. Basically, the commodity is kind of trading still above this upside support line drawn from the low of the 2nd of November. At the same time, the let me actually rephrase this. In the beginning of this week, I said that to keep an eye on this 52.72 level, which if gets broken, then yep, could open the door towards higher levels. My next target was this highest point of February of last year, near the 54.45 level. So we managed to travel very close to that area, but as you can see, it found resistance near. Let me just quickly put this marking on the chart. It found resistance near the 53.90 and then reversed back down. And the most important right now here from the short-term perspective is the fact that the commodity is drifting back below this 52.72 level, that one that I talked about previously, and that was the high of the previous week. Now, of course, if it stays, if the daily candle stays below this hurdle, then well, there is a good chance we could see this one drifting lower here towards this upside support line. So basically going for a bit of a larger correction to the downside, so be wary of that. Now Litecoin, I've picked up on this one this week, and basically what I was saying, that if we see a pop above the 149.55 level and we see this daily candle remaining above this area, well, there is a good chance we could see a further move north. For now, everything's kind of leaning a little bit more in favor for the bulls, for the buyers. But let's see if this daily candle will remain above this 149.55 level. If it will, then my next target is let me just grab this one. My next target is this little inside swing low here of at 163.09 level, and then of course if that continues to rally, the next target is the 185.75 level right here, which is currently the highest point of January. But it will all depend on if the price today stays above this 149.55 level. Now jumping into AUDCHF, something that I've picked up on this morning, and this morning I was saying, guys, keep your eyes on this barrier right here, the 0.6888 level, because if that gets broken, then it could open the door towards higher levels. However, also what I was saying, that wait for that daily candle to remain above it. If it does remain above this hurdle, above this barrier, then yep, well, I'll continue targeting higher levels. Now, in this situation, my next good potential area of resistance could come somewhere near this level right here, near the 0.6955 level, and that's marked by the highest point of July of 2019. But of course, I'll consider that scenario if we see this daily candle remaining above the 0.6888 level. If it doesn't, then we'll just get another false breakout, and we'll continue observing the price action. Because for me to consider maybe lower areas, I would need to see this one dropping below the 0.6833 territory right here, and then yep, I could go for a test of this upside line. USDCHF, another interesting one today. I mean, looking at this picture, you can see that again we are trying to overcome this 0.8919 level. Still, the same analysis remains that which I've mentioned recently, actually. If we do get a nice pop above this, a stronger move above this 0.8919 level, then my next target is this downside resistance line taken from the high of the 28th of September. Now GBP USD, guys. So this pair today is a little bit stuck after yesterday's failed move to overcome the highest point of January, the current highest point of January, near the 1.3704. The pair reversed back down here and drifted lower. However, not significantly. Now, also, if you remember previously, I talked about this level right here, this 1.3636 level, which currently somehow is providing decent support, and that's the high of the 8th of January. So, in order to aim for some maybe lower areas, I would need to see the daily candle remaining below this hurdle, below this 1.3636 territory. If it does that, then I'll aim for that 21-day EMA again, and then we'll take it from there, guys. In terms of the upside, to be honest, at this point, I would rather play it safe and wait for a pop above the 1.3704 territory, and also I'd like to see the daily candle staying above this area as well, and yep, this will confirm a forthcoming higher high, and more buyers could join in here, so be very careful of that. Euro GBP, so moving nicely to the downside. Everything is working out according to the plan here. Basically what I was saying previously, that if we see that, actually on Tuesday I was talking about this one, and I was saying that if we see that daily candle remaining below this 0.8933 territory, then yep, I'll get a little bit more excited with the downside, and I'll start aiming for this 0.8866 level. So that's my next target. You can see it's a very well established support area. Here marks the lowest point of September, the lowest point of November as well, actually the low of the 23rd of November, there we go. And yep, that's going to be my next target, or is still my next target. And if we see a test of that area, then we'll take it from there. We'll see what it wants to do after. And maybe we'll have a nice rebound again, push higher. But if not, if we start breaking this area, then of course it opens the door towards further declines here. Yep, we could see this one maybe dropping to the low of the 14th of May here of last year, near the 0.8826 level. So keep your eyes on that one. And finally, EURUSD. So drifting lower, dropping below this 1.2130 zone. I talked about this morning, and yeah, that's all looking quite nice for the sellers. However, continue monitoring it today, because if the pair somehow struggles to get back above the 1.2130 zone, well, I mean, we could see another round of selling here. And as I said to you before, guys, my next target is the 1.205859 level right here, marked by the low of the 9th of December. So let's see how this pair is gonna trade today in relation to this 1.2130 zone. If it continues to trade below it, then then we'll aim for the low of the 9th of December near the 1.2059 zone. For me to consider the upside, I would like to see a push above the 1.2210 area. I would like to see the daily candle staying above it, because I don't want to see the same scenario as we had yesterday here, a false breakout. So I would prefer, like I said, to get a nice daily candle staying above this 1.2210 zone, and then I could go for some higher levels. So guys, this was a quick overview. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope you kind of enjoyed it. So I hope you found this useful. If you want to catch my video tomorrow morning, as always, my Traders Espresso, that's 7 o'clock GMT time. For now, guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.